They say forests are alive, but I never believed that until the night it followed me home to it began when I visited the old Blackpine Woods, a place people in the village warned me about. They said the forest moved, that it grew closer to anyone who entered it. I laughed it off. I shouldn't have. The moment I stepped inside, the air felt heavy, like the trees were breathing. Every step I took, the leaves rustled even when there was no wind. It felt as if something was watching me. Not an animal, something older. I turned back after a few minutes. But the path I came from had vanished. Trees stood where open ground should have been, like they had shifted positions. I walked faster, then ran, until finally, I stumbled back out onto the road that I thought it was over. That night, I heard leaves crunching outside my window. I live far from any trees, so the sound made no sense. When I looked outside, I saw shadows, shapes, standing still, like tall figures pressed against the darkness. The next morning, my backyard had a small patch of soil that wasn't there before, with tiny roots sticking out. I tried to ignore it, but every night, the sounds returned, closer, louder, branches tapping the walls, leaves brushing against my door. And every morning, more dirt, more roots, like the forest was growing bit by bit around my house. Yesterday, I woke up to find a tree, a real tree, standing in the middle of my hallway. Its bark was wet, like it had just been pulled from the ground that I tried to leave my home. But every door I opened showed nothing but woods stretching endlessly in every direction. Pine needles covering the floor, the smell of damp earth filling the air. That I realized something horrifying. When I walked into that forest, I didn't leave it left with me. Right now, I can hear the branches moving inside the walls. The roots are crawling under the floorboards. And the whispering, God, the whispering, keeps getting louder. Last night, I heard footsteps, slow, dragging steps, moving across my ceiling. Something heavy was walking above me, even though there's no room up there. And then I heard breathing, so close it felt like the air was being pulled out of my lungs. I don't think I'm alone in this house anymore. I think the forest brought something with it, something that walks, something that watches. And every time I blink, the walls seem closer, like the trees are tightening around me. If you're watching this, if you ever hear a forest outside your window, don't look out, don't go near it. Because once the forest chooses you, it follows you home, and it never lets you leave.